Welcome to the Bended Bottle Podcast with Travis Poisel and Mike Cisco. Sit back and listen. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
What did you say?
I have a lot to say some days. Today, we're just getting started here. This is our first podcast. Bear with us. Little technical issues. Not bad.
Little.
I think Travis finally figured it all out.
I hope so.
After he listened to me, I guess that was the smart thing.
I had to listen to somebody. My brain wasn't working correctly.
And all I said is the computer turned on? So anyway, what you got first? What are you looking at?
Oh, man.
You were talking about a student loan lady.
Oh, Rashida Tlaib. She's all upset because she still owes $70,000 in her student loans from her getting her law degree. And she thinks the government should pay for it. But this is a congresswoman who makes $175,000 a year, which is in the United States and in most places around the world, a very, very, very good living. But
What's
yet,
her reasoning for thinking the government needs to pay for it?
because she doesn't want to pay
She
for it.
doesn't want to pay it back, basically. So she, okay, I need this money, but you guys pay it back. What the hell?
Exactly.
And she's a congresswoman.
Oh yeah, she's part of the squad. She's a socialist. She's always behind Representative Ilhan Omar, AOC, and the rest of that squad. They want the government to pay for everything, and I don't think they really understand who gives the government money, because it's not other countries. It's not anyone else but American taxpayers.
Okay, that's what I was
That's where
gonna
the
say.
money comes from.
Yeah, it's us taxpayers, and, and a lot of people don't understand that. They don't. I guess they don't see it, or what they don't see. I don't know.
Well, it's because they're pushed that the government solves all, but for some odd reason they don't understand how the government actually works and where money from the government actually comes from. And so when I say the government should pay for it, that's why we're going to put these trillions and trillions of dollars in legislation.
Yeah.
Because we'll pay for it, we'll take care of you. Well, no.
They're not taking care of you. They're taking your money away from you.
I mean, we're already $27 trillion in debt, and they constantly want to put more and more into debt.
And now, what's this one going to be going up to?
No, it all depends if they get this, Build Back Worse plan passed, or the socialist fucking spending bill. I mean, they say it's 3.5 trillion.
Okay.
But overall, it's on probably 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 trillion. So in up to 10 years, just off of this bill, we could see our debt jump up to $37 trillion.
And yet we're not paying it.
Someone's going to eventually have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I think, and honestly, because they're going to be coming back to vote to raise the debt ceiling.
Oh, they are?
So they don't. So the government doesn't shut down.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I just heard.
But
Yes.
I think the government should shut down.
You think they should?
Well, it forces them to pay their bill.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Because when they continue to raise the debt ceiling, it allows them to borrow.
Yeah, right.
So if the government shuts down, it doesn't give them a chance to borrow. It forces them to pay their bills.
Pay their bills. Basically, a good way to put it. Right
Yeah,
there.
and if the Republicans bail them out again by raising the debt ceiling, then there we go. It's just it's going to be a continuous problem until they just decide to just stop and just stop trying to raise the debt ceiling. Deal with what you got. Stop spending behind your means.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right too.
And
When's the last time the debt has ever been paid off?
Never.
I thought we got down there once. I thought we did.
No.
You sure of that?
I'm positive.
Okay, I believe him.
I know people say that our debt started getting paid during the Clinton years, but it didn't.
It wasn't Clinton. Oh,
Because Clinton, if you look it up, under Clinton, the debt kept climbing. If we were in a surplus or we were paying back our debt wouldn't climb; it would decrease. We have never seen a decrease in our debt. I think at one point, I can't remember, was it maybe in the 40s or 50s? Well, no, back during the Depression. That's when we started creating a ton of debt because the government had no choice but to start giving people money. They
Right.
started borrowing. They had to borrow because we were broke. The entire country was broke. So it was just so you have these progressives, these leftists, these liberals that come in. They want to spend a ton of money. They don't understand. It's obvious they don't understand that you can't continue to borrow.
28.2 trillion.
Oh, so it's gone up.
Yes, that's our debt.
It's gone up since the last time I checked.
And, however, President Andrew Jackson shrank the debt to zero in 1835.
1835.
Hey, I'd like to know what it was. That maybe $100, maybe. No.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it was maybe a couple thousand. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe even 10,000.
So in what did I say? 1835.
Yeah.
That's the last time we've been debt free.
And here's the thing, we became a country in 1776.
Yes.
So 60 years we were able to go, it took us to get debt free.
Yeah, I see what you're.
And then from 1835
Yep.
to 2021, we went from maybe 10 grand in debt to 28 point whatever
28.2 trillion. Yes.
Trillion.
How the hell do you even get
That's
that?
not even monopoly money. You're talking about fake money at this point.
Yeah, it's got to be, actually. You would think about it.
Well, I mean, when they say we'll just print more money, well, we're seeing the problem with printing money from 2020. I mean, inflation. We printed so much money that inflation is through the fucking roof. And unfortunately, this is the new reality that we live in. The prices that we see, you think they're going to go down?
It can't.
They're not going to go down. Right now, the fight is get the wages up. It's the only fight we have that any American people have is the fight to get the wages up. But the problem is when you start fighting to get the wages up, guess what goes up again?
Yeah, right.
Fucking inflation.
And it says the U.S. has accumulated as much debt in the past 2 years as it did in 228 years.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, no kidding. And why? Oh, my God.
Because they used a pandemic to fucking...
That's what I was just going to say. They're blaming COVID on this.
Of course they would.
And it's...
When you're giving people money to stay home and allowing tens of millions of jobs to go unfilled, and you still are trying to get, like in the Build Back Worse plan, you're trying to get more money, you're trying to get in there more money to go to American people, I'm sorry. It's time to get a fucking job.
And here's a good way to say it. It says, if the debt were a car and America suddenly had to pay for it, every man, woman, and child would quickly have to come up with $85,000. Either that or the country would be repossessed.
You think Britain really wants us back?
Yeah. No, they're glad we threw the tea over.
We might have, we had to, France sold us, with the Louisiana Purchase. We might want to make that offer back to them. Like, hey,
hey, come on, buy this back.
Listen, 40 million or 40 trillion.
Yes.
You can have all this territory.
Well, yeah. Shortly after the American Revolution, the debt grew more than 75 million and continued to swell considerably over the next 4 decades.
It's incredible.
It is. It's crazy.
And why? Because I have a good feeling. Yeah, granted, our military budget's gotten outrageous. But the biggest thing is all these social programs. Why do we have so many social programs? I don't understand.
You mean as far as paying for people to
welfare,
they're paying their way,
welfares, food stamps, medical care.
And like I said before, and I told you before, I know there are people who need to have assistance. I do not say that I don't condemn them being on assistance, but it's the ones who are bilking the system or whatever you want to call it.
Which is probably 95% of them.
Yeah, right, exactly. The ones who have to be on it probably don't want to be on it.
It's probably a guarantee. They probably prefer to work.
Right, exactly. And the ones who are going, hey, look they're giving me this money every month or whatever. I don't need to work. Fuck it.
Exactly. So when you have all these stimulus packages coming out, and I guess I work full time. I'm a able-bodied adult.
Yes.
And granted, I'm a single dad, but when you're giving me thousands and thousands of dollars,
to do nothing.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then oh,
I mean, granted,
man.
I took the money and I bought what I needed to buy.
Right.
And I paid bills, but the problem is I paid bills with most of that. But a lot of these people that are getting their stimulus paychecks, all they're doing is literally going out and just spending. They're not taking care of their bills
No.
because they knew because they had that rent moratorium going on where you couldn't get evicted.
Yes.
And then
Now, didn't they try to stop that?
No, they did because they got to a point where it's illegal.
But then they still couldn't evict people.
No, they can evict people now. The
I didn't think.
moratorium's
I
gone.
thought they were fighting that.
Well, in Illinois, I don't think you can evict people. In Indiana, you can evict the shit out of people.
Can you?
Fuck yeah.
Well, Illinois, we're the best state ever. We've always been.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have a state index. I'm pretty sure they could be pretty much last. I mean, my lord.
Hey, we got Pritzker. We got. I don't even know what Beetlejuice's name is anymore.
Lori Lightfoot.
Thank you, Lori Lightfoot. Yes.
But yeah, but she's not Illinois. She's Chicago.
She's Chicago.
But honestly,
It's still what people know as Illinois when they hear of her.
no, people know of Illinois and then people know of Chicago.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
You know, it's to a point where Chicago is its own state. There's not too many places
Hey,
like
we
that.
are a. What is it called? Chicago is what that
They're a city.
protects people or.
Oh, sanctuary city.
Sanctuary, yes.
You want to talk about some fucking bullshit?
That's now that's.
But yeah, hold on. What's their crime rate?
Oh my God!
Aren't
I don't
they-
know. I'd like to see it. But I haven't seen it lately.
Aren't they pretty much one of the worst cities in the United States?
I think we probably finally beat out Detroit by a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
And Detroit was for one time was the crime I think of the capital or whatever it was.
I mean,
think.
it's unbelievable. I mean, the crime, just the war zone that goes on in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, and it's all over up there. I mean, it used to, I always thought it used to be just pertain to one section of the, but they're going at the Mag Mile and smashing and grabbing. And wasn't there somebody just stabbed on the Mag Mile or somewhere close around there recently?
Recently, I'm probably just last night, more than likely.
And what are they doing about it? As far as I see, absolutely nothing.
I don't think they're doing anything.
Let's get rid of the police, as Beetlejuice says.
Well, yeah. Well, she didn't say get rid of them.
Well, no.
Reimagine them.
Yeah. How do you reimagine the police? The police. What do you do?
Okay, so we
Do
had.
you imagine them being, I don't know, in LTBG uniforms or something like that?
So in the city of Chicago with shooting deaths. This is at the end of November. There have been 1,009 homicides as of Tuesday. 927 of them, which are gun related. 777 of those homicides were in Chicago. The next highest count is in the south suburb of Harvey of 80.
Oh, really?
30. Excuse me, 30.
So in all this,
This is 40% higher than 2019, 2 years ago.
40%,
When did she get elected?
She got.
In 2019?
Has it been that? I guess it might have been 2 years now, hasn't it? Or,
Yeah, the worst year ever recorded in Chicago was in 1991. 1991, they had 1,229 killings.
Where are we at now? Does it say?
1,009, and we still have all month of December to get through.
Yeah, we said. Well, did you hear that, people? There's more time yet out there to kill somebody. Go for it.
And this year, in this year alone, 4,100 people have been shot in the city of Chicago.
In this year alone,
This year alone,
4,000.
it's 69% higher than 2009.
And what are they doing about it? They're not doing they're not trying to do a damn thing about it, but sitting. And what did Trump want to do? Trump wanted to come in, bring in the
He wanted to bring in he wanted to bring in federal officers.
yes, but no, God no. That's when they said that all that sanctuary crap. I guess I don't know.
It was Lightfoot wanted nothing to do with Trump, so she didn't want to bring in any federal help because if Trump came in and fixed it
Yeah,
and stopped it, guess who gets the credit? Not
her.
Not Lori Lightfoot.
No, not at all.
So it's never going to get better. But she has terrible policies.
She's got
Because her budget alone, I mean, she again in the city's budget. Besides they have money going to Black Lives Matter, the Chicago chapter, which makes no fucking sense because they're a terrorist Marxist organization. Because they don't do anything for the black community. They don't do nothing at all except make sure that it burns. That's all they fucking do is make sure it burns.
well, they passed her, they actually passed her budget quite quick.
Well, even
didn't they?
yeah, because every single alderman got what they
That's
wanted.
what I was going to say. They're getting a little kickback somewhere.
Yeah.
They're getting something.
Well, if the alderman asked for something, she made sure they gave it to him to pass her socialist budget. Because I think that she's going to end up giving out like $500 a person. In the city of Chicago.
You mean the poor people?
I'm not sure for the poor. The way it sounded, it was $500 a person a month.
Oh, I thought, yeah. It was $500. Yeah, it was what they call the poor, but I don't know who's actually getting it.
The poor, so what? Because their taxes are so high, their property taxes are so high.
Yeah.
The everything else in that city is so high. So that's what 99% of the people that live in the city is poor.
What is 500 going to? Don't get me wrong, 500 is a lot of money to me, but what's it going to do?
What's it going to do in a city that is unaffordable to live in the first place? What's $500? Are you going to be able to get childcare for $500?
No.
No.
Oh God, no.
$500 a month? No. I mean, probably one kid, especially a kid in diapers. I mean,
daycare? That's got to. You know more about that than I would.
I mean, well, at least by me, at least in Indiana, it's still high. But can you imagine the city of Chicago? Because the daycare has high bills to pay because
Yes.
it's not. This is not like they do anything for small businesses. Period. They try to drive small businesses out.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Democrats do. They eliminate the small business because the small business doesn't give them what they want.
Oh yeah, right.
What they want is more money from the business.
Yes, right.
I mean, hell, I don't even understand at this point because what the Democrats are trying to do, because this is why they're trying to create a socialist government, because they want to control all business. They want any profits that come in, they want that to go to the government.
Yeah,
because they want the money. Rashid Tlaib made that very clear when she won. A congresswoman makes $175,000 a year. Now she wants us to pay her fucking student loans.
Oh.
So that is just showing you right there that, you know, they don't actually care about the American people, and what they want is our money, is what we work hard for.
Yes.
They want our businesses, they want our property, they want everything that if they want it, they want to come and get it.
They want it.
Just like,
take it.
And there's laws, there's laws. You know, you have the drug seizure law where they come and they can take everything. They can take everything you own.
Yes.
By, you know, even if they find a little bit of fucking drugs on you, they can use everything that you own as.
They can take everything.
They can seize it all, and then they don't have to give you. And they don't have to give you back anything.
Right. Exactly. They could take. Yeah. It's literally.
It's absolute bullshit.
Out.
And you know, I'm a big supporter of the police, but that's fucking corrupt. You know, if a sheriff's department or city police come in, and all of a sudden, well, I wish I can remember what they call it exactly. When they come in, you got drugs on, they seize everything, you don't get it back. That's bullshit. I don't care if it's bought by drugs. I don't care if that's drug money at all. That's not yours. Okay, he sold drugs to earn that money. Well, he still earned the fucking money. At the end of the day,
right.
He worked to get that money. Sure, he did it illegally.
Yeah.
And he could have probably did something different, but he didn't, or she didn't. They didn't. What gives the fucking government the right to take it?
They shouldn't.
I mean, okay, tax them on it.
Yeah, there you go.
At the end of the day,
why can't they do that? Why can't they just say, "Hey, okay, go ahead"?
Because the government, for some odd reason, have all drugs illegal.
Well, now that's why they're making marijuana illegal, because they probably
in the state of Illinois. And the federal government's not doing it.
Oh, that's right.
It's still a Schedule I drug.
Yeah, right.
A Schedule I drug. It is in the same classification as cocaine, methamphetamine.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, you think that shit is as bad as fucking heroin?
No, I know it's not. I mean, what would you rather have your kid doing, heroin or doing smoking a little joint here and there?
And smoking a little joint for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But it's still classified as the same thing?
It's a Schedule I drug.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, the federal government's never declassified, has never brought it down to anything else. I wonder why
the federal government won't get on board with legalizing it.
Who fucking knows?
I mean, do you think they could make money on it? Hell.
Look
what the state of Illinois made so far.
Well, you can make money on it. You can make all kinds of money on it, but I don't know what is so far up their ass about it. I don't know what. Well, you look at most of Congress and look at most of the Senate. They were born back in the 1900s, like literally probably 1901. I mean, look at fucking Nancy Pelosi. She was probably born when we did pay off our fucking debt for the first fucking time. But they still have that fucking reefer fucking fever, or whatever the fuck.
Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness.
Yes, the stuff that we had to watch, I had to watch that in high school.
You fucking smoke a joint and you honestly think you're going fucking crazy?
No, that's what I didn't understand. It's so stupid.
Now you snort a fucking gigantic line. Okay, you might start seeing shit. You might be seeing people at the fucking window that aren't actually there. That most people call shadow people.
Oh, I have never seen the shadow people.
No.
As much as I've done, I probably have. I don't know.
You start getting paranoid, you start hearing things,
Yes.
and all of a sudden you might see something.
Yes.
That's a shadow person.
Yeah, I know. I get that. I guess I've been there, and I know you're out there.
But at the end of the day, I mean, some of these liberal states, they do some very stupid things, but there's something that I think it is the state of Oregon. I'm pretty sure it's the state of Oregon. They legalized pretty much all drugs.
Oh, did they do that? I
and
knew
they
were wanting to. They wanted to make heroin and all that legal.
Yeah,
Why would you want to make heroin legal?
because they. Well,
Because they can make money on it?
no, the idea is and a lot of it, which I do understand.
Do they think it's going to...
Because here's the thing. You legalize or illegal, it's going to be done either way.
It's going to... Yeah, right.
So if...
But still, heroin?
But if you buy... So if you buy heroin or if you buy meth or you buy cocaine from a regulated shop, then fentanyl is not being put in there. There's going to be stuff that's not going to be put in there that's literally killing people. If you're going to have an addict, and then you can get them the help, or you can give them where, you can probably control their addiction a lot more.
I guess you could. I mean, if you put a limit on how many times you could go in and buy heroin at a heroin shop or whatever you want to say.
I mean, if it's like I don't know Illinois state laws. I really don't know Michigan's laws. I don't know Colorado's laws, California's laws, the state of Washington's laws, or Oregon's laws on like marijuana use and how much you can buy. From what I gather, you can buy as much as you want, and you can smoke as much as you want.
So in 2021, Oregon was the first state to decriminalize the possession of small quantities of illicit drugs, which specific drugs, I don't know. I have a problem with the, cocaine was one of them. Heroin was one of them too. Cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine.
It's an illicit drug.
Prescription drugs, okay.
No, yeah, the department schools companies still have to make their money somehow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they need their fingers in the pie.
No, of course.
But I don't know. I don't know if I agree with, I mean, I know what you said and I understand that.
But see, this comes from, because I'm a libertarian, and I really disagree with the government having a lot of laws in general. I disagree with I disagree with government in general. All I want the government to do is protect me.
Right.
I want the government to make sure that things are being done fairly. But other than that,
yes,
get the fuck out of my business.
Yeah, and right, exactly.
I don't need you. I don't need you at all.
Yeah,
other than that,
shouldn't.
we can shrink our budget to zero, eliminate everything except defense and protection, and regulatory protection. Other than that, go away.
Go away.
You eliminate the IRS. Stop taxes. Do not stop. No more taxing.
No more.
You get rid of all taxes.
Well, it was designed for people, not us to pay taxes, the people inside the Internal Revenue to pay it, or however you want to put it. That's what it was designed. We weren't supposed to pay taxes at first. Was it started, as from what I understood, and it was just supposed to be who was it supposed to be that was paying the taxes? I didn't think it was supposed to be everybody when it first came about.
Well, I know why. I mean, taxes are so the government can run. Because if we're going to get taxed, we should have a military tax. We should have a regulatory tax,
Yes.
and that if you're going to taxes on just certain services. You want taxes on a police service, on a medical service. But other than that, don't tax my income. Don't tax my investments. Don't tax my wealth. Don't tax anything. Don't tax my groceries. Don't tax my food.
Yeah.
Don't tax the air I breathe. Don't tax my gas. Don't tax my car. We can go on and on and on. What they fuck. We get $1. You know how many times that dollar's probably been taxed?
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure it's taxed more than what the dollar's actually worth.
It's what is $1 worth these days? Probably nothing.
Well, it's definitely not $1.
Yeah, it's probably 10 cents.
It's not that Biden hasn't destroyed the dollar that bad.
He may have. But God. And the taxes were started for what reason then? Just to
Greed.
You think it was out of greed?
Greed and government control.
Well, you need a government, so you're gonna have.
I don't think we need a fucking government.
Wait, I don't know. I guess.
I mean, the government we need is like I said, is just for protection from adversaries around the world. We need police protection,
And that's what taxes all pay for.
and we need medical services.
I think
In 2021, the dollar is worth $1.08.
that's what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And taxes were just in the U.S. were started by Abraham Lincoln.
Was he really?
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
Well, it goes back that far anyway. The Civil War when he signed that
Well, a military tax.
tax on personal income
Personal income.
Yeah.
That mother.
to help pay for
Fuck
the
you know what?
Union
I thought
War.
good. Oh, well, yeah, but income.
Yeah,
By
personal,
being-
he taxed your personal income.
Oh, that is such bullshit.
Well, he also freed people too.
All right. I really thought he was a good guy. Fucking coming after my fucking money. Then why didn't the tax stop after the war ended?
It's a good question.
Well,
It should have, right?
What the hell were you paying for? What the hell were you trying to pay for? Did you put us that much in debt during the Civil War? I mean, you gained half the country back.
Yeah, I suppose you did, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Then you created, and then freeing all the slaves. Well, guess what? Now you created more American workers.
I was just going to say that. You created more workers and more tax money for you guys. And that. But it was Egypt, 3000 BC, were the first place to start taxing. It figures those guys were freaking corrupt, doing nothing but, a bunch of incestual shit, I guess. I don't know.
Who was being incestual?
Egypt. That's where the first tax comes from, was Egypt around 3000 BC.
Those motherfuckers.
All sitting
No
around
wonder
Cleopatra and whacking off over and giving her.
I heard she's hot.
I would like to see her. I wouldn't mind doing her. I don't know.
I want to say nothing. I want view a woman by her beauty, because her brain is everything.
It is, but
Unfortunately, I see her beauty first.
that's what it's. Everybody does that. You look at somebody, you see them walking down the street, you go, "Hey, look at that. That's not bad looking." And they talk, and you say, "Good God."
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of them.
It is. Just shut up. Can I put some duct tape over your mouth? No, I'm just kidding. That's not nice. I love all women. They're the only true work of art.
Oh, no. They are creatures of beauty.
They are.
I mean, my goodness. And then believe me, a smart woman is just as beautiful as,
I love a smart woman.
Well, a smart woman, they are beautiful.
They are. And no matter what you say, a man has his will, but a woman has her way.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. If not, she'll fucking cut your dick off.
That's right. Hey, whatever happened to Lorena Bobbitt? Did she ever go to jail for that?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, what the hell?
Cuts off a dick and puts it in a blender.
I know she did not do that.
Why not? What'd she do with it then? She play with it?
I think she threw it out the window or something.
She threw his dick out the window? Didn't she cut it off inside the house with a box cutter?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a box cutter, but yes, she did cut it off in the house. I thought she just threw it outside.
She didn't put it in a blender?
Freaking, my God.
That's mean.
How callous do you have to be to do that?
Cut his butt.
My
What can I do? Allows her to cut the dick off. I'd be fucking punching a bitch.
Yeah, no kid. Well, if he was sleeping, maybe she went up real quick with a sharp thing. Oh my God, that's a man's whole livelihood right there. Sad as that sounds, it is.
Well, probably men pre-fucking trans guys.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of guys out there going right now, I wouldn't care if my dick's cut off.
Yeah, I play with my butthole anyways.
Oh, Lord. Oh, well, all right. So we got onto that. Now we were talking about churches a little while ago on should churches be tax exempt? Do you think they should be?
No.
Why?
Why? Because a lot of these churches bring in a ton of money. I mean, you look at these mega churches.
Oh, yeah.
And they're turning preachers into millionaires.
Oh, my God.
And
some of them have been most of the corrupt people around. Look at, who was it? The People That Loved, the PTL or whatever they were called. It's not called the People That Love. That's what I just made that. It was Tammy Baker and all them.
Tammy Baker.
Jim Baker and Tammy
Oh,
Baker.
yeah.
Was her name Tammy?
Was it?
PTL or something. Was it PL or was it...
I thought it was the LDS.
The LBS. No. He was, he was screwing Jessica, whatever her name was. The PTL, wasn't it the PTL?
You say Jim Baker?
Yeah, Jim Baker, Tammy Faye Baker, and Jim Baker.
Huh. I am not sure if I know.
Do you remember all that when that went on?
I'm not sure.
It was
the PTL club.
The PTL, that's it. The People That Love.
Oh, he was a televangelist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen.
He's back on TV too.
Back in 1988.
Yeah. He went. She was one ugly woman.
But he was convicted on federal charges of mail fraud.
Yep.
And wire fraud.
Yeah. But he was screwing that Jessica. Was her name Jessica something? Well, maybe it wasn't Jessica.
Jessica Hahn.
Yeah, Jessica
He had
Hahn.
sex with former church secretary Jessica Hahn. Baker and Hahn had a sexual encounter in a Florida hotel. Although they each told different stories of what happened, Baker eventually paid Hahn over $350,000 to remain silent. When the arraignment became public, the scandal helped to bring down the entire PTL ministry.
Yes, it did too, and it did. And Tammy Faye would sit there crying on TV with her mascara running down. She was either a very ugly woman she was, or a very beautiful monster. I do not know the difference, but it come down. And now Jim Baker's back on TV again preaching. Oh, he's got some show. I shouldn't say he's preaching, but I think it is a religious station he's on.
Really?
Yeah, he's back. He doesn't look good, but I mean, he looks like an old man now. But yeah, all that stuff was just.
He's 81 years old.
How old?
81.
Wow. I guess that's not that old anymore to me. Seeing how it's right around the corner for
the
me.
The Jim Baker Show, prophetic end of times.
That's what it's called?
Mm-hmm. PTL Network. PTL's back.
It's still on the PTL.
Yeah.
People That Love. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's saying that recording thing? To avoid losing material, we recommend.
Oh, you just continue. It's still recording us.
Okay.
It's just telling you that we probably should take a break.
Well,
I'm not going to.
Yeah, hell no. We don't have sponsors yet, Joe.
I didn't think we were going to say his name. I thought it was just a company we work for.
You know, everybody's name is Joe. It's, when you're a prostitute. Yeah. Oh, it's a John. I'm sorry. I meant John. It's a John.
He is not a John. He is not a John. We want you to sponsor us. You are not a John.
We're not saying real names, so actually, my name is, I don't know.
You are. Oh, look at this. Come visit Morningside, USA with Jim Baker right on top.
Oh, is that on top of what?
I don't know, this blonde, older-looking lady. The Jim Baker Show.
Yeah, there's a lady that sits on it. I've seen it. I flipping channels as I do.
The PTL Television Network.
Yeah, I come across.
So what exactly did he do?
Well, other than having sex with
Was he scamming people?
Yeah, it was basically, he got caught.
Was he like the ones that that want you to send money so you can get?
They were on TV. Well, and
send money for the seed, or send money for the favor where you're going to go to heaven if you send us $2 million.
Just like everybody else. Just like who was the one who said that if he didn't get I don't know how many millions or whatever it was, God was going to kill him. There was one who said that.
Shut your face.
No, there was one who said that. I don't know if that was the exact words, but that's what he's. And you know what? Hey, television shepherd and living room sheep. That's all it is.
What was his wife's name?
Tammy Faye Baker.
Okay.
Did she die? No, I don't think she died.
I don't know, but this is interesting.
What's that?
I don't know how they allow him back.
He served prison time, so I mean, hell, they probably figured he served his time, was rehabilitated, let him go.
So his church now, he really has his church named Charismatic.
Yeah.
The church before that was Assemblies of God from 1960 to 1988.
Yep. And
And
that's
from 2003 until now, Charismatic. That's.
hey.
Oh, he's still married to Tammy?
No, they got divorced. She got married again, I thought.
Oh, no, it looks like Lori Baker is who he's married to now.
Is she blonde?
Blonde and a little heavyset?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. That's the picture I saw on their website.
Because that's the one I've seen him on TV. I don't know how I came across that when I'm flipping, but there he was, and I thought that looks like Jim Baker.
So basically, he was defrauding people
Yes.
into getting them into what was it to get them into heaven?
Well, that's what they're all preaching.
Yeah, but was that what he was promising them?
I don't know if it's so much promising, but it's the same thing.
I mean, why would you send someone money if it wasn't for a promise?
It was for.
Or
Well, I don't know what it was.
guarantee.
I don't remember what it was for because I never watched.
I mean, I know there's televangelists that have broke people. They make them send them thousands and thousands of dollars every month.
Yeah, right.
Making-
Exactly.
You know, or like the guys that can fake heal you by just touching the top of your head.
Bam.
Yeah, it's like, you know, devil be gone or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
but that in particular is why they need to tax these churches. You know, these
That would be a good. Yeah, right. Because
between
you think
because
how much
then,
they're
because
pulling
then
in.
then it forces them to bring the books to the IRS.
And what the hell was? Did I read today that who is the guy you said you met?
Oh, Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. Some guy found was doing work.
You know, I'm
500 envelopes with approximately $200,000 in
Which are
cash.
bribes.
Yeah, that's. So maybe, yeah. I mean, like I said, you got all these.
I mean, when you charge like $1,000 a seat to come see you preach,
I find that wrong.
I mean, how are you charging people tickets? You got ticket sales to go to church.
They say give what you can, but they're pushing you to give
what
more.
you can. If you want a front row seat, you're probably spending $10,000.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Yes.
you get paid, give what you. No, this is the go-to church at one of Joel Osteen's churches. I don't know what the church down in Texas. I think he's down in Texas, but it's like $1,000 a head to get in.
Just to walk in the door.
To go walk in and listen to
That's
the
what
dude
they
talk.
want you to give at the collection. 1,000
No, this is the ticket sale.
to go to church.
Yeah, you're paying to go to church.
Huh. God has to be rolling over. I don't know what that meant, but anyway, $1,000 just to get into the church,
Yeah. Well,
then
the stadium.
the stadium. Okay.
Because they bought one of the old.
Oh yeah,
They bought one.
Olstein.
Yeah, Osteen. They bought one of the old.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was an old football stadium. It was, you know, like a 40, 50, or 60,000 seater.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so
yeah.
He bought that and he packs the place.
He does.
So if he's selling those tickets for $1,000 a pop at 60,000 a seat, I wouldn't even pay that much to go to a fucking baseball game.
No, I wouldn't either.
You think I'm gonna pay that to go to church?
I did not know that they were charging people to get in.
Yeah,
That is wrong on so many levels. He's going to hell. I don't care what you say.
Oh, see, and he doesn't like Joel Osteen. He's something. And
He's a smooth talker. He does tell jokes though in the beginning.
well, and the weird thing is he?
So then, if they're charging you that much to get in, when the collection plate comes around,
I don't think they do collection plates.
oh God, I hope not, because I'd say you just took my last $1,000. Heal me. Give me more money somehow.
So on his tour, he so like if he's at the Toyota Arena in Ontario, Canada, or California, is it Canada? Yeah, Canada. They range from $30 to $50 a ticket to go to church. If you want to be found in the 100 prices range, like the 100 section at these range from $100 to $150. But that looks like that's for like when he's on tour.
Right. These are like rock stars now.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, you can be a rock. I mean, we're rock stars in the lumber industry.
Yeah, sure we are. Yeah, it's just like I said.
His church is called Lakewood Church.
Yes, Lakewood. Yes.
Okay, so there's no fee according. So this is something I just heard that someone was lying about. So there's no fee or tickets required to attend their services at their actual church.
But so then I bet they do take a collection plate and they're probably saying give, which is fine. I give it the collection plate. I give what I can afford. Not saying it's much, but it's something. Like I said, all these television people are evangelists. I always call them television, shepherds with living room sheep, and that's all it is.
Oh yeah, I mean they're incredible.
It is too. How much of them do you think are actually that?
Actually believe what they're preaching?
Yeah, God fearing or whatever you want to call it.
I
mean, they're seeing the money. They're living the life of a millionaires.
I think at one point maybe they believed it, but I think like anything else, greed just crept in.
Right.
Which is extremely common in this.
It is.
But see, but as a preacher, as a someone that's supposed to be preaching God's word, you're the voice of God in a sense.
Yes. You are preaching His word. You are preaching the good word. You're going out spreading the word of the Lord.
And you're supposed to be above all day. You're supposed to, you're not, greed. I'm pretty sure is a deadly sin.
Look at the disciples when Christ told them to go out and do this. Don't accept any money or don't accept anything. Basically, just go to a house and live there if it was worthy of living for a while and preach the word of the Lord. I'm just, I'm not saying it the way it was supposedly said, but
no, you're paraphrasing.
I know that he told them not to take any money, not to take anything.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he just wanted them out spreading the word.
Well, yeah, because he wanted them to trust God.
Right,
trust God will take care of them. And naturally, if you're going in, you get the true believers. And honestly, you can, I guess, equate that to this, where you got true believers that are willing to give you money for you to continue to spread, the gospel. But I think these guys might be taking a step too far.
I think they are. I believe they are.
Because now they're just trying to live high on the hog.
Right.
And
they are living high on the hog.
But and now like before, like Joel Osteen before, I think he believed in in his salvation. Purpose? He believed in making sure that people got to heaven. He believed in what he was preaching was, that's what it was. But I think now he's just a motivational speaker that uses Jesus.
Yeah, that's very good. I would never thought of that, but you're right. He is a motivational speaker. Now, did you say you met him?
A long, long time ago when he was in Chicago.
Did you talk to him?
I said, it was one of those where I said hi, had a short, quick conversation, and then it was just moved on. I was one of like literally 30 or 40,000 people.
Oh, okay.
But just like anything else, I got the backstage pass because I was interested.
Oh, okay.
I liked him. I watched him on TV. I was a follower. I did donate to his church.
He is a good speaker. I'm not going to say he's not, because I've got somebody here who watches him when they can, and I've seen it if I'm sitting there, and he is a good speaker.
Well, he's very inspirational. He's very motivational.
He is, yes. That's very true.
And if he truly believes what he's saying, if he still believes what he's saying is true, and it's coming from his heart, what he's trying to tell you,
yeah.
Okay, and this is just a byproduct. The money is just a byproduct.
Yeah.
But
what a byproduct.
I know of preachers going church to church preaching at other churches. I forgot what they called it. I know when I went to church, we used to do this revival week. And during revival week, every single day there would be a different preacher from somewhere else that would come in and preach.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, my church didn't pay these preachers to come. I think they came to preach. Because and preach it from their point of view and how they read the gospel, and each one of them was different.
But they got to get paid for something. Does the church they come from
because
paying their salary?
Well, yeah, the church. They're getting paid by the church that they actually work for.
Right.
But they're coming to a completely different church.
Right.
So
a different denomination and everything, or whatever you want to call it.
No, I went to a Southern Baptist church. It was basically a bunch of Southern Baptist preachers. Okay. But each one of them preaches different. You got your fire and brimstone teachers. Right. You have preachers. You have your, positive preachers. You have your
snake
preachers.
Wheeling.
That's not Southern Baptist. But they have them. They all have. There's different ways they have interpreted the Bible throughout their study, throughout their learning.
Yes.
Because like me, I was more like in the middle of it, and I'm still kind of in the middle of it where, I believe in the fire and brimstone, but I don't believe that is something that should be pushed to get you to be saved. But I think you should
scare tactics.
But I think that should be in the back of your mind.
It always is.
But I also don't think I should tell you the extreme positives of salvation. I mean, there are extreme positives to it. One, you're not going to burn in hell.
Right.
But I think if you just, in my opinion, if you kind of just you're trying to show the balance. At least I have always tried to read it as the balance of good versus evil. But if you try to, because no matter what, because everyone's a sinner, as they say.
Yes.
You can never be the extreme in one way, where you're perfect. But you can definitely be the extreme in the bad way.
That I believe. Yeah.
So in most sinners, you just stay right in the middle.
Try to.
That's you kind of
don't cross that line. Don't get.
You toe that line a little bit.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And it's obviously every single one of them.
And it's hard to stay on a line where it's where you're good, but then you're bad too. Don't get me wrong. We're all sinners, and
we've all done bad. Hell,
don't get caught on the wrong side of the line. I guess at the end, you know.
Well, the biggest thing is when, if I believe there's a heaven and hell, but for the ones that don't believe there is, but if there is a judgment day, you better be willing to admit what you did.
Yeah, that's very true. Because
don't hide it, because you're gonna be casted down.
When he has his final judgment day and he calls my name and says, let's open this book and see what you've done.
Yeah. Holy crap!
Wait, no! I did not do that.
I just saw Osama bin Laden, but damn, Mike.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
He was just trying to kill a bunch of people to screw a bunch of virgins. You were just trying to party.
That's right. And I think you succeeded in a lot of ways.
Yes. Yes, you did.
So, okay, is the elevator going up or down, God?
Am I passing through that golden gate?
That's right. I swear.
Do I get to play basketball with Joseph?
Yeah, there you go.
Is your mama here?
Yeah.
Can I meet her?
You know what? My God has a sense of humor, so I make fun in that, but it's.
I hope he has a sense of humor.
So do I, because he created me, right? So he had to have a sense of humor.
Yeah, well, we know he's a spiteful God, so.
Yeah, he would have made my face droop for this last 2 weeks.
It has been interesting. You're talking better, you're looking better. You still blink on one eye, but
I sleep with one eye open, and it's not for reasons you might think.
Really?
No, I don't.
Oh, I was gonna say, holy shit!
Wouldn't that freak you out?
That would. Can you imagine? You can imagine her turning over like, what the fuck?
Well, she said something the other day, and I'm like, "You mean to tell me my eye stays open when I'm sleeping?" Well, no, I don't know. I'm like, "Oh, well, okay."
If I was her, I would be looking every fucking night. Every night. It'd be terrible. You'd wake up with me staring at you.
And that'd freak me out. For all you listening, I've developed a thing called Bell's palsy. It is just, it's caused from an infection, they say. And it makes your face droop, I guess, would you say?
It paralyzes the one side of your face.
You can't, and your face kind of sags, but my one eye he's talking about would not blink.
It's literally like a blink stare. But then when you're talking to him, the other eye blinks, and you try not to be rude and keep staring at it. So I just kind of look away and then look right back at him.
Look away.
It's one of those. It's one of those where it's interesting, but you don't want to be caught staring.
Yeah. What is wrong with this freak of nature? And it's weird, as I kept telling people all week. You don't realize how much you take your face for granted until you can't use one side of it. It's weird. It's all right. It could be worse, I guess.
Yeah. You could have stroked out.
Yeah, exactly.
At least it's Bell's palsy.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a good thing.
It can't be. Think about it. You get a thing that paralyzes your face. And everybody keeps saying, so I could punch you and you won't feel it? No, I would feel it. Oh, well, what the hell are you going to do?
Nah, me just try not to be awkward around you.
And like I said, I wish I did have one of them Phantom of the Opera mask at first. I'd have put that damn thing on, because when you're talking out this side of your mouth, and you're going.
That'd been fantastic. Oh my God, that'd been fantastic. It would be my new superhero.
Yeah. I had to tell all the customers, don't worry, this is not contagious.
You would be my Magic Mike. Hell yeah.
Just call me Magic Mike from now on.
I'm going to. That's how I'm going to introduce you to people now. Magic Mike.
But I had to tell them, this is not a disease. Don't worry, it's not
contagious. Not contagious. So I can still lick your face?
Yeah. So the only part of that's contagious is the Magic Mike part. Hey, come on, love me.
Love me now, and I will dance for you naked. I will swing my member.
It ain't paralyzed.
I mean, I guess we can get an opinion on that.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? Whose?
I'm pretty sure she's down the hall.
Yeah. She'd go, hubba, hubba.
Oh, that would be something. Oh my goodness. But yeah, but pretty much since we've gotten way off topic, no, tax. If
Do you think churches need to be taxed?
It's terrible because if I'm getting taxed, I mean they need to be taxed because that's ridiculous.
If they're making money hand over fist, I guess they should have. I think not everything is tax exempt from a church. I think
the church itself is just tax exempt.
Yeah, because if they have charities or something that they're bringing money.
I don't think any charities get taxed, to be honest with you.
Not charities. I mean like events where they're having like bake sales and stuff like that. I think money has to be claimed somehow.
But the bake sales is
anything a church does.
Anything the church is doing to make money is to keep the church running. And that's why I think a lot of it is why churches don't get taxed, is because you want to take money from the church positions that'll make them struggle to survive even more.
But I think some of the stuff does get taxed, or they have to claim it as income. Would that be the right way to put it?
See, I don't know. I don't know the tax law when it comes to that. And
I just think it's if they have, like, say a church has a carnival, or something.
Yeah, but again, are they charging people at these carnivals? Here's the thing: there's a lot of things I've gone to for churches. It's all free.
But they're charging for the food and all that. I mean, if somebody's baking something. Really?
I've never been charged for anything when I've gone there.
I got to go to your churches more often.
I mean, I can't think of anything I've ever paid for at a church.
There's got to be something that they...
I know, because I know when they bring Christian bands in to play, do
the bands get paid?
They allow them to sell merchandise in the hallway. They don't allow
band?
Yeah.
But that goes to the band. That does not
Yeah,
go
that's
to the
how
church.
they make their money.
Yes, right.
But I'm just saying, that's the only time I've ever seen where I've actually had to pay for something. Other than that, I just gave in the offering plate.
Oh, I've got to think. I just know there are things that churches have to claim on a form.
I'm sure there is. Probably to keep their tax exempt status. But, it's just I don't. It's like when you see these mega churches, I'm still baffled by where all this money is coming from.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot of money getting tossed around there.
It's a ton of money because I know it's like Joel Osteen, like we've been talking about when he goes on his tours. That's not going to his church. That's going to him.
Yeah, I think he's worth. I don't know if I want to say 10 million, but I don't think it's that much. It probably is though. Actually, his net worth is probably in the millions. I would have to think because he's got. There's Lakewood Church. Where's his one at? There's another one in Texas, I think. There's one in Illinois, a Lakewood Church.
But is it his? Is it?
It's affiliated. It's like a franchise.
Is it really?
Yeah, I believe.
He franchised the church?
Yes.
That's incredible.
There are more Lakewood churches.
Oh, my Lord.
And I don't know if it's in Illinois, though. It's somewhere because Joel
Osteen's net worth is $100 million.
And I said 10 million. Slap me in the face now for saying 10 million. He's probably thinking, you peasant.
He has
100 million?
Yep. He is. That is incredible.
How many churches does he have?
The
new podcast is going to be The Church of the Bleeding Heart. Send money. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we'll get our tax exempt status.
That's right.
You can claim it on your taxes.
And like I said, my God has a sense of humor. He knows that, hey, what the hell? I can make fun, but in the end, I'm going to be the one paying for it.
Whatever.
What is he called? Lakewood Churches?
Lakewood Church.
How many of them are there? I don't know. But
I can't see he started he franchised down church. I mean, granted, like you got the Southern Baptist Convention where you have a bunch of Southern Baptists. You got the Catholics and all the Catholic churches, and I guess they are all the same. You have your straight Baptist churches. You have your Presbyterian churches.
Is that considered Baptist then?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. But I could be wrong. But I've never seen him show any say any affiliation with Baptists.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. 52,000 people attend every week.
At his church?
Yes.
That's incredible.
That is very incredible. It's a mega church.
And if he... See, then I can't see he's all bad. If he's really inspiring that many people.
He is. And I agree
And
with that.
And if he truly is getting people to accept God and take on salvation and live the life of God, okay, he's making millions of dollars for doing it. I mean, I can't fault the guy. I mean, I am a capitalist. I just, I don't think he's lying about anything.
Non-denominational.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. That does. 52,000 people.
So I can't. I mean, I don't really. I don't want to say like I'm bashing a guy. We're bashing a guy. I mean, I don't know if. I mean, I haven't really looked into him, but I don't see really what he's doing is wrong. I mean, as long as he's not like as long as he's not doing anything, if he's not preaching one thing and doing something else,
right? Well, like
I mean, if he's
Jim Baker.
I mean, if he's being hypocritical or Joe Biden
or Joe Biden, yes, there you go. So, I guess I always thought there was another one because I know I've seen something.
I'm sure there's other Lakewood churches. That's just what they call themselves. I'm
saying that
I couldn't see them, but then again, I mean, you got like First Church. They've expanded out and they got 2 churches now.
Who?
First Church in the community I live in, because they're a mega church by me, and now they have another church in another community that's only 20 minutes away.
What's it called?
First Church.
So there's a lot of First Churches. So is it one that is it affiliated with yours? All these other ones that are called First Church? Is that what I'm saying?
There's only another one that they
are they just a branch of it?
No, they're another First. They're just.
They can use the name without.
No, they are First Church. It's the same. It's the same thing. Basically, it's like they franchise out.
That's what franchise is.
But it's the way I understand it. It's still the same preacher, but he's just like a hologram or something.
Oh, really?
And that's
now
what I heard.
That's getting freaky. There.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I've never been there. It's where the old Pates was in that town in Hebron.
Wow, a hologram preacher. If that's true, I want to see this.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know.
No, I know.
I don't know. That's what I heard when they were building it.
I'm going to go and look it up and try to find out. I think Lakewood Church is, I'll call it a franchise, but I don't know.
I mean, it could be. Especially if they're paying a fee.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it's a franchise, if they're paying a fee.
Yeah, right. But it didn't say, but 52,000 attend every week. 52,000.
That's incredible.
That is very incredible to me. Holy crap. I don't think I've seen 52,000 people in my lifetime. Maybe I have.
Well, don't your concerts get that many? I mean, by the way, Mike Sisko is the lead singer of Shot of Courage. Pretty damn good, too.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was only 15 years younger, I'm sure all the ladies be all over him.
So, I guess I'm past my prime.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, no. I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
What do you know that I don't know? Tell me. Come on.
I pretty much know it all.
Do you?
Kind of.
Hey, well, I'm just getting started. I'm not going to say what year club I just started. But
yeah, you want to sing me a song?
No, not right now. I need to get paid first.
A real musician would have done it.
I don't have any instruments here.
If Ariana Grande would have done it just with an acapella. I'm just saying.
With Bell's palsy, it's kind of hard to sing because you get that.
I'm just hearing excuses.
Hey, regardless of what they are excuses.
I mean, Axl Rose is getting fat, but he's still singing.
Axl, yeah. How's his voice? I haven't heard it.
I don't know, but from what I gather, he sits down during his concert.
Stupidest thing I ever seen is when he got the other guitar player Buckethead with a KFC hat on. Did you see? His guitar player had a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket, and they called him Buckethead.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm like, what the fuck, Axl? Can you actually go out on stage with this guy?
What a white trash band. I'm not a big fan of Axl Rose or his band.
Guns N' Roses, when they came out with Appetite, to me, they could have been bigger than the Beatles, actually, because they were just on top everywhere, man. They were on top, and they just self-imploded, if that's the right word to use.
What was the appeal?
the music and probably what they.
Because it couldn't be Axl Rose. I mean,
Well, yes.
I know a lot of females are absolutely obsessed with them, and they're still obsessed with them. And you got this 900-pounder sitting on stage, they still let them lay on top of them.
Yeah, I know why. I think it was
It's just
everything. It was the
famous
music.
dick.
The music was great from Appetite to Destruction. Is their look, their dangerousness, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Their
dangerousness.
whatever, being party guys and just
Oh, they're a little edgy.
a little edgy. Yeah, dangerousness. I'm so
Being
1979. I was told that today.
So partying was dangerousness.
Well,
Don't all rock stars
more of
party?
yeah, but they were more over the top with it. They were another motley crew as far as partying goes.
They were more over the top than the Beatles.
Beatles, I don't think you never seen them out partying too much.
Well, because they're not stupid.
But no, they were They did heroin.
They
McCartney
did.
smoked dope up until
They did it all.
yeah.
I mean, they literally wrote songs about them.
Right.
About it. LSD. That was, one of my favorite songs.
Actually, it was not about LSD though.
In my mind, it was.
While I was doing LSD, I'm like, this has got to be the best song ever.
That's why I thought about the Doors when I would trip.
The Doors. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not a big Doors fan.
Riders on the Storm. One of my favorite songs. You're not a fan of the Doors?
I like some of it. I like People Are Strange. I dig that
People
song a
Are
lot.
Strange. That
That's
is
a
a good
great
song.
song. But
They kind of.
Soul Kitchen, was that the other one?
I don't remember. I'm a fan of them, but I'm not like a fan that. Listen, I don't remember shit when it comes to names of songs or even bands. I even worked with bands. I don't even remember half their shit. I was around them all the fucking time. I mean, there's reasons why I probably don't remember most of their shit, but still,
Hey, that's all right.
blacked out nights, ended up in different states. I mean, it happens.
Oh my God, hell yeah! I remember spending Mexico, man. I spent a year there one weekend.
I know. I remember when I got lost in Iowa and I ended up in Milwaukee. That was crazy.
Oh, that was good. We had some good trips. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah, I know. I wish other people were there.
Yeah.
It was just me and that floating dinosaur.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Why are you pink today? Holy shit.
People really don't realize this, but Travis is the one who invented Barney.
I would say I am Barney, but Barney was black.
What?
I think so. That's what I heard.
He was purple. Come on.
Not on the inside.
Oh, really?
On the outside, he was
They're
purple.
not pink on the inside like all women.
Pink. My goodness.
Pink is the new color.
Yeah.
So tell me about your changing subjects here about your Bulls. Why you think they're so good?
Because they are good.
Why?
Well, not only did they beat the top team in the East the other day, and the Nets. Here's a crazy thing about the game. The Nets literally led the entire game.
The Nets?
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. I almost call them New Jersey Nets.
Brooklyn?
But they're in Brooklyn.
How come I don't know that name now? The Nets I do. Were they something else before?
Yeah, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
But they're in Brooklyn now, and like right now they're winning in the fourth quarter, 88-79 against the Nuggets. But they pretty much were losing that entire game. But when you have two of the best players in the league, and Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, DeMar DeRozan is one of the top scorers in the fourth quarter in the league right now. He's averaging like 16 points in the fourth quarter. He's averaging over 26 or 27 points a game. Same with Zach LaVine, and then you have Lonzo Ball, who is absolutely incredible as a point guard. He gets the offense set. He's an incredible passer, an elite defender. I mean, absolutely elite defender. Probably the best defender I've ever even watched.
Do you think they can be compared to the Jordan era?
See, I don't know if I wouldn't compare them to the Jordan era because they don't have a Michael Jordan on their team.
That guy was incredible, though, wasn't he?
He's the GOAT.
Well, yeah.
I don't care what Scottie Pippen says.
Yeah, right. I think Pippen just got a little hard feelings. Come on,
I
get
don't
over
know.
it,
If
buddy.
he's trying to sell a book, and I'm at that point where I don't even want to read his book.
I wouldn't.
If he didn't go on this tirade telling everyone he was better than Michael Jordan, or
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was a terrible teammate, okay, he probably was. He beat the shit out of people in practice. But guess what? You got 6 championships
You
on
got
with it.
6. Yes,
And
exactly.
you try and tell me you're better than Jordan. Well, hey, you had your chance when Jordan retired after '93. What'd you do?
Yeah.
I don't remember a championship.
I don't either, actually.
I remember after '98 when Jordan retired again, you went to Portland, and did you win a championship? Hold on, did you even make the playoffs?
Did they? No.
Oh, how about when you went to Houston? And hell, Charles Barkley didn't want to play with you down in Houston.
He didn't?
And did you win a championship? No. And then you came back to Chicago, and I'm trying to remember, did we win another championship after you came back? Oh, no, that's right, we didn't.
We didn't.
So Scottie Pippen, I'm trying to think, you couldn't win a title without Jordan. Hell, I don't even think you really even made it to the playoffs without Jordan, but you're saying you're better than Jordan?
He was good, though. With Jordan.
No,
as a collaboration.
But here's the thing.
Between him, Rodman, and who else was on there?
I mean, if you're talking from 96.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first.
Rodman wasn't on the first.
I thought he was.
He was on the second three-peat.
Oh, okay.
No, in the first one, I mean, I couldn't tell you all the players on the team, but you have, because I know John Paxson was on the first three-peat, and but
I know that name.
Oh yeah, he was the shitty GM, the shitty GM and president of the Bulls since like, I don't know, the early 2000s, and he did just a terrible job. I mean, this guy hires Vinny Del Negro, he hires Jim Boylan, he hires what's his name from Iowa? Hoiberg. I can't think of his first name, but you'd hire a guy named Hoiberg to come and fucking coach your team. Then you get lucky and hire Thibodeau, but then you start screwing with him. You and Gar Forman just start fucking with him. And so he's like, fuck you, I'm going to leave. And then you don't get any support, real good supporting cast. You get some good players, but you don't get a good supporting cast. But when you draft Derrick Rose, do you go after any big names? You say you do. You bring people in, but they walked away.
Did you think Rose was that good?
I think his first couple of years he was.
I don't know. I didn't think he. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's my opinion. I didn't think he was that good. I don't.
He was the MVP of the league.
Well, yeah, I know. That don't mean nothing to me. If I don't think he's good, he's no good.
Well, that's unfortunate for you. Because he was unbelievably good.
So now this team
he's still good. I mean, he's still really good. He plays for the Knicks. He comes on. He's part of their second unit. Comes on, and he still has the quick move. He still plays good.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's really. I mean, when the Bulls played the Knicks, Rose looks good. I mean, he looked good when he was in Detroit. He looked real good when he was in Detroit. He's not elite. I mean, he's not elite by any means, and
he's getting older.
And he's not even saying he's elite. Yeah, but
what is now this team? Now are they a young team, the Bulls?
I mean, DeMar DeRozan's 31.
And what did he have to be considered a young team? Just in your early 20s,
all
of them, or
I mean,
25,
it could be a young
26?
team. I mean, there's teams that have 19, 20-year-olds on them, so I mean that's a young team. The Bulls have a couple of young players, 20, 21 years old. But I think the Bulls are pretty balanced. I think their average age is probably around 26, 27 years old, which makes sense. But
what's their record now? Do you know offhand?
I think they're 18-6.
How many games are there in an NBA?
81.
81?
81 or 82. I don't remember.
So you think they got a good shot at it, huh? Who's leading the league? Do you know?
Who's the best team in the league?
Yeah. Who's got the? Yeah. Who's?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I can find that.
I hope it ain't LeBron.
No, the Lakers are terrible. And fuck LeBron.
What did he get kicked out of the game for the other day? Fighting?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he said something. Oh no.
He got fined the other day for fucking grabbing his nuts.
Oh really?
Yeah, but that's after he got that poor young couple kicked out because they hurt his feelings.
Because he was my feelings got hurt. Get these guys kicked out. What an asshole! Come on.
Well, he is definitely.
You're making what, millions of dollars and something because they're saying something that's you don't. Oh.
His feelings got hurt.
Yes, it basically plain and simple.
Listen,
your feelings got hurt.
Listen, he couldn't find a safe space right there, so he got rid of the problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with the world today.
This is a guy that cries when he gets a fucking cramp.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm so glad Enes Kanter Freedom fucking calls him out all the time. It's hilarious.
Who does?
Enes Kanter Freedom. He plays for the. I think he plays for the Celtics. Enes Kanter Freedom. He's been going after China because China's a piece of shit fucking communist country. But LeBron James is a big defender of China. He loves China because he makes a ton of money from China.
He makes off of China. He makes a bunch of money.
Because when LeBron James comes out and talks about social injustice, but he's cool with fucking slave labor in China. He's cool with Uyghur people being enslaved. He's cool with ethnic cleansing. He's cool with genocide when the Chinese are doing it. But as soon as there's anything that has a hint of racism, or if there's black or white involved, it's automatically. Or if there's a cop involved, God forbid, there's a cop involved.
Yeah.
He instantly, goes after him, and he has all kinds of bullshit things to say. He's not an educated person, and so he just starts he just starts ranting he starts shooting from the fucking hip.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like he knows what he's talking about, and Enes Kanter's freedom is straight up calling him out for it.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I fucking love it. I'm literally considering buying an Enes Kanter Freedom fucking jersey, and I don't even like the Celtics. He just became a U.S. citizen, and he legally he used to be Enes Kanter.
Yeah.
And he legally changed his name to Enes Kanter Freedom.
Really?
So you have freedom on the back of his.
So we got another Ocho Cinco on our hands.
No,
I'm just saying changing their name.
No, but Ocho Cinco, yeah, he's trying to.
He thought he was clever with that Ocho Cinco number 88 or whatever.
87.
I don't even know how to.
and it wasn't even the correct Spanish word.
Yeah, right. Look how clever I am, you idiots. Oh, Lord have mercy. He's gone now, ain't he?
So the Bulls are 16-8, and right now they're tied at what? Okay, because the Brooklyn Nets are 16-7. So basically, they're a game back in being the top team in the East. The Golden State Warriors are
They're still up there.
Them and the Phoenix Suns are the two best teams in the league at 19-4.
Who won it last year? Did the Suns win it last year?
Yeah, or it was either the Suns or it was the Bucks.
Oh, maybe it was them.
Is Oladipo, or no, I can't even say his last name.
Golden State's still up there. How's Seth doing? Is he still the king of three-pointers?
He's fucking incredible.
Is he?
Probably one of the sweetest shots. I mean, the guy just throws the ball up and it goes in perfectly. Yeah. What's his shooting range? The court.
The court, yeah.
I watched him. I was watching when he was playing. They were playing the Bulls. Listen, that was not the Bulls' best day. And I think he took one step past the half court line, put the ball up, and swish. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? I mean, dude, it's awesome. I mean, I'm a huge Seth Curry fan, and I think he does it right. He does a lot of really good things.
He seems he doesn't seem like the other common thugs, as I would call them. Stupid assholes.
I won't go that far by calling these players thugs.
Come on, LeBron, he's nothing but a thug ass.
He's just stupid.
He's just stupid.
A thug. No, he thinks, I don't know, because
he thinks he's probably better than Jordan.
No, he does think he's better than Jordan.
Oh, well, there you go. He's a thug.
But it's just I just find I have such respect for Steph Curry. There was a little girl, I don't remember her name, but she's a huge Curry fan, huge, and she plays basketball. And she wrote him a letter, but she wanted to buy the new Currys and the new shoes that he had came out. And I think it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And there was none for girls. There was none being made for girls. So she wrote him a letter asking why why there was no shoes, for girls for that. And I don't think he knew that they didn't make the shoe. They just only made predominantly for boys and men. I don't think he knew.
You don't think he knew that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think any basketball player when they put their name on a shoe, or any individual athlete, I don't think there's no way that they know what the shoe company's going to do.
Yeah, who they're. Is it called demographic?
Are they only marketing to the males because he's a male basketball player?
Yeah, right.
Because there is a WNBA.
We're the superstars.
And there is professionals.
Chicago.
Yeah, that parade was awesome. But they have, but you have like the WNBA. You have professional softball. You have professional tennis. You have as many. You have as many, maybe a little less professional women's sports as you do professional men's sports.
I'd say there's I think there's a lot less actually, isn't there?
I mean, they don't. I mean, there's no professional NFL, women's NFL.
They got that lingerie football women's league.
Well, I guess you're right, but I don't see any shoe deals coming out of that. Maybe some lingerie deals.
Maybe Victoria's got a little secret of her own on that, but
that'd be stupid of Victoria's Secret not to.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
But and it's actually very competitive games, and they're actually really damn good games. It's just hard to really pay attention.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. What do you think the women think? They're being sexploited or whatever it was, sexploitation or whatever. That's not the wrong word.
I'm pretty sure they're getting paid pretty good not to give a fuck.
Do they want to be serious as an athlete, or they want to just, hey?
What does it matter? They didn't fucking pay a ton of money.
Yeah, right. No, but no. You want to be known as an athlete, I don't
Do you know any women any women's names in the?
I can name all of them.
Oh yeah, give me one.
Mona Lauder was one of them.
Who?
Mona Lauder.
Mona Lauder. Are you just fucking with me now?
Mona Lauder.
Oh, Mona Lauder. Oh, this guy's funny. He's got jokes tonight.
No, I could not name one. I've actually only seen one or two plays out of all them women doing that. And that was from somebody coming into work and showing me. But anyway. Yes.
Oh, they showed you at work?
Yeah. Somebody come in and started talking about it and said, here.
Because I'm pretty sure it started out as a gimmick during a Super Bowl.
Really?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's how it started.
I did not know that now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it started as a gimmick league. And then it became popular.
Yeah, because I could tell you. Well, I can't tell you here because.
But anyways, back to Steph Curry because now, your ADD is affecting my ADD. But no, so when this all happened, Steph Curry got the letter, and he got pretty upset about it. So what did he do? He invited her to I don't want to say the wrong brand because I don't know who actually makes this shoe. But they invited him to one of their stores, and he had a shoe specifically made for her.
For her.
And on the sole of it was all of her inspirational sayings.
Oh, she had her own?
Yeah, and it was just written all over the shoe, and they were purple.
Serious?
And Steph Curry wore her shoes that he made for her at his game that night.
He did.
Now when Steph Curry has shoes come out, there's male and female version of his shoes, and because it's and Steph Curry.
See, now that's good.
Steph Curry, just like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was, they're huge. They get big into women's basketball, women's sports. They're big supporters. Kobe Bryant was a huge supporter of the WNBA. Huge.
He was?
Oh my goodness! And the stuff that him and his daughter he did for his daughter with her travel basketball.
Yeah.
And everything that the things that Kobe Bryant was doing. It's a true tragedy with his death because he was literally going to make huge strides for women in women's sports. What he was doing for them and how big of a support he was, the support system he was to women.
Really?
And it was incredible. That guy, Kobe Bryant,
was he that good?
Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
In basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, God. You want to talk about who might be the closest to Michael Jordan?
Really?
Oh, God, yeah.
Serious. Such a shame what happened too.
People want to say that LeBron's better than Jordan. No, LeBron's not even better than Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant is fucking great. He is an unbelievable great.
And like I said, such a shame. Lost the daughter and everything. All the people. Did anybody survive that?
I don't think so.
I
think they all died.
Such a waste. Oh my God.
It's a true tragedy.
It is. It was
a true tragedy, but no, it's just there are too many athletes in the NBA, in MLB, and NFL. They get zero. It's big athletes, big name athletes. They get almost zero recognition for the shit that they do.
Yeah, right.
But then you got jackoffs like fucking Kaepernick, fucking
Oh God.
LeBron James. You got
All of them, like,
No,
who else?
and I'm sure there's others, but
There's a lot of
there's
others.
the two I fucking hate the most.
Yeah, you look at Ray Lewis, got away with murder.
Legitimately got away with
Got away
murder.
with murder. They're just common. That's why I call them just thugs, and that's what they seem to be.
Yeah, but I think,
I mean, and I may be using that word wrong, but I consider them a thug. If you're getting away with murder, you're just an idiot.
I think with Ray Lewis, and don't get me wrong. Like, listen, he went to trial and got found innocent, right?
So I guess you got to accept that.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, but he could have just stayed on the path that he was at the time. But he made legitimate changes in his life.
He did. I know he did.
And he's a really good individual now. He grew. You can't fault him for growing. What he did, he made a mistake, but he was found innocent. So I mean, if he did or didn't do it, at the end of the day, 12 of his peers found him innocent.
Found him innocent, exactly.
So, and I respect courts' decisions, right or wrong.
Well, you have to. I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, you don't have to respect it. Listen, you saw what no one respects the decision of Kyle Rittenhouse when he's legitimately defending himself.
He legitimately defended
but,
himself.
But with Ray Lewis, I mean,
What did he do? Stab the guy?
I have no idea. I don't remember what he did, and I'm not even sure I really paid that much attention because I was pretty young at the time. But whatever he did or whatever he didn't do or what he was accused of, he was found innocent. But at the end of the day, he made sure he didn't put himself in that situation again.
No, that's true. I think he did make changes in his life, like you said.
Yeah, he became a Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure he's big in the community, and I know he's big still big doing things behind the scenes with the Baltimore Ravens.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he was Baltimore Ravens almost signed Kaepernick, and that was the big thing was because of Ray Lewis, and then Kaepernick's girlfriend had come out and call the fucking Ravens organization racist. And so you know what the Ravens did? They gave him the middle finger, but you know what? We were going to give you a chance, and you're gonna call us racist? No, fuck you.
Why? Now say that again. Why did they call him racist?
Because in Kaepernick's eyes, if it's a white person fucking owns it, they're racist.
Oh my God.
Because he is
Stabbing death. That's right. That's what it was. He was in the stabbing death of two men outside an Atlanta nightclub. That's right. I thought it was one guy. It was two people, though.
And then they said it was Ray Lewis.
It was, yeah.
Well, let me guess. They saw a big black dude that looked like Ray Lewis.
Yeah, right. Well, what's the old joke? They all look the same. I'm sorry. I'm not racist.
Well, but I mean, I'm sure that's pretty much probably how it went down. I'm pretty sure it could have been just false, a false accusation or false identity or mistaken identity.
And it could have been very much so.
Because you know how many times when you hear a description
And they say he was suspected of being one of the several men who fled the scene.
With 9 other black guys?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I just saw a 6'6", 300-pound fucking black dude fucking running. Oh, well, thanks.
Who is it? It was Ray Lewis.
You just now described half of Atlanta.
Oh, that is funny. And I'm going to tell you something. My ADD is going to get you every time.
Oh, you get me so far off track. That's absolutely
It's
incredible.
all right. But anyway, what do you got?
Thank you so much, Representative Bowman.
Yeah, I don't want to hear her anymore.
Who was that one?
Rashida Tlaib. It's her begging for.
Oh, is that the one wanting to get her?
Yeah, she's begging for her student loans to be paid.
Who's the one I was asking you about today? That stupid one, that dumb broad. I'm sorry.
There's so many of them.
Well, yeah, but
Especially if you're talking about the ones in the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
There's so many. But you're talking about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or
Oh
AOC.
my God.
She's just stupid. She's just straight up. She's just straight up dumb.
How did she get in the position she's in? Then, she's in Congress, right?
Yeah, she was a bartender. I don't know.
A bartender making it to Congress. That's beautiful.
That's incredible. I mean, I don't even.
It's the American dream.
I'm pretty sure my American dream is not to work for the fucking government.
Hey, I wouldn't mind being a congressman.
Oh, $175,000 a year. I wouldn't
That's
mind working.
starting pay?
Well, that's what all Congress people make.
So now, okay, why don't they bump them down to say 80,000 a year. You think they could live on that? Why can't you live on 80,000
You
a year?
think Congress is going to vote to lower their pay?
Yeah, why not?
'Cause
Help
they've-
the economy,
'cause
help
they've-
everybody out.
No, those make legislation to give out more money.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I think they give themselves a raise like every 2 months.
It seems like it, doesn't it? It seems like it. That's crazy. That's just kooky. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being in there. You know, what the
I
hell?
don't know if I can handle being a congressperson.
I think it'd be fun for the first year or so until they all
I don't
start trying
think,
to corrupt you.
None of that sounds fun.
Ah,
None of it.
to make a change, if you could.
You're not making a change.
You're not going. I believe that too. I don't think you're going to make a change. There's too many people against you, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah, it's called the Democratic Party.
Because yeah, exactly.
Because I'm pretty sure you'll be going in as a Republican, probably as a conservative. So you're fucked.
Yeah, until I start opening my mouth like I do at work and get in trouble, and they say,
Then you'll start getting censored and fucking
yes, exactly.
kicked off of committees.
I'm pretty much censored right now. I can't say, "Eep." No.
You shouldn't offend the non-binary.
I'm
That's
not
what-
offending anybody. I make
Yeah.
jokes.
That's not what I heard.
Everything I say is just my own opinion. Not that I mean any harm by anything when I say anything to anybody. I just like to, unless it's something that really pisses me
Well,
off.
you gotta understand, a lot of people are so unbelievably sensitive.
Today, these days, oh my God, forget it.
I mean, I'm
Forget
surprised they
about
don't
it.
get upset because the wind's going too hard.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Well, I mean, come on now. I mean, you get people out there like Juicy Smollett, the French actor, which he's not really French, and is actually
what's her name?
It's Jesse.
I thought you said
Smollett.
Juicy.
It is Juicy,
Oh,
as Dave Chappelle calls him, the French actor Juicy Smollett.
oh, the one who's in going to trial now. That should be over this week.
He testified. It should be over by tomorrow. But
I hope they find him guilty, and not because he's black, but because of what he did.
Oh. He lied.
He lied and said it was a hate crime.
He created a hoax,
And
man.
he was trying to starting something, calling it a hate crime? Come on.
Well,
I'm surprised he didn't say it was two white guys that did it to him. But they
he
said
did two Trump supporters.
yeah,
And
yeah,
they hung a noose around his neck.
Right.
And he kept wearing it.
yeah.
Who fucking keeps wearing it?
But to say they were calling it, yelling out gay slurs and racial, I don't know, but they calling it a hate crime, and that's. I hope they find him guilty. I mean, I don't think he'll serve time, but he should.
Well, he will serve time. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to find his charges. I don't remember his charges.
His charges was, probably falsifying, like you said, making it up.
No, it is something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. But, I mean, he wasted the Chicago police's time.
Oh, big time. And yeah, what was the idea of wearing the noose for that long?
Okay, he is charged with 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct for making what prosecutors say was a false police report about an alleged attack, and 1 count of each time he gave a report to 3 different officers. He gave 6 false reports.
To 3 different officers?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my God.
And these are class 4 felonies. Each one of them carries up to 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If convicted, he would likely be placed on probation in order to perform community service, though.
Oh, so he will not see any jail time.
But he'd still have felonies on his record.
Right, right. And who's going to hire him now, you think?
Well, the whole reason he started was he wrote himself a fake hate letter because he was trying not to get fired or he was trying to get re-signed on Empire.
That's what it was. I thought they got rid of him off that.
Yeah, they did, but he
And
was trying to keep his job, so he somehow so the first thing that pops in his head, I'm going to create a hate crime. They have to keep me if people hate me.
You think that's true?
But that's what he did.
Well, he tried.
Well, but that's,
They didn't hire him back after it.
Oh hell no, they didn't because they weren't interested. He's a terrible actor. But I'll give it to him. He's defending what he's saying. He's literally going all the way to
Oh,
court.
yeah, he's
to
going.
it.
He's going.
I'll give him some props on that one.
Well, you got to. You can't stop now and say, okay, before this goes any farther, okay, no, I did this.
So
Hell.
and what's crazy because you know how like Chris Cuomo got fired from CNN. Well, now Don Lemon from CNN, or most people call him Don Lemon. Don Lemon was helping him doing basically the same exact thing that Chris Cuomo is. So now you got a second person from CNN that's gotten involved in something, getting information from their sources and making sure it makes its way to Juicy Smollett.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
But it's just, and literally they have him on. They literally have him on video practicing.
Oh, I heard that.
Doing a dry run.
Yeah.
Meeting up with his attackers. Can you imagine like these dudes? Hey, dude, we're gonna attack you tomorrow, but let's go over it first. We're gonna wear these Trump hats. Since we're in such a red city like Chicago, who is straight Republican, we're gonna say this is Trump country. Call you a homo and put a noose around you so you can wear it home and call the cops and not take it off.
And then, but
2
why
a.m.
film it?
Well, they made sure they made sure the attack was done at where there's cameras. There's cameras all over Chicago. But so he made sure that it was done by a camera. So
I thought they filmed it practicing it.
It was filmed by the same camera.
Oh, I see now.
He's a dumbass.
How stupid.
And this is the thing. The guy got hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning and decided to go to Subway. Is Subway even open at 2 o'clock in the morning in Chicago?
No, I don't think anything. Well, there are things, but not Subway probably.
I don't think so either. I'm sure the fucking club down the street's probably open. But I don't think they're serving the food you want.
And if you want to do it right by a race hate crime, hire 2 white guys. Why 2 black guys? Because white guys would probably kick his ass as they get out of here.
2 white guys probably just laughed at him like, you fucking retard, we're not doing that shit.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're asking us to do fucking racist shit? No.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking racist.
So what can the other 2 guys get charged with then? Just
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if they're charged with anything.
I don't know if they are either, actually.
Because they were hired to do this.
Well, it's still a crime,
Because
though.
what they say, is it?
It's gotta. If you
What they
was
do?
to hire somebody to
No, but
kill
what
somebody,
but what did those guys do? They didn't assault him.
no, they didn't. I guess attempted. I guess I don't
Attempted
know.
assault? Is there such a thing?
No, I doubt it. But if it's
I mean, but legitimately, what would they charge him with, though?
I don't know what they would charge him with.
What did they do that was illegal?
Going along with the scheme to.
That's not illegal.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But how?
Because you lied. Every lie should be illegal.
And everyone's fucked.
I know it.
But I don't know exactly.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know what they would be charged with, but I'm sure. I don't know the laws, and I'm sure they have to be charged with something to going along with it for some reason. I mean, they didn't actually physically do anything, as far as I know. I don't know if they actually hit him or anything.
No, they did hit him.
They did hit him?
He told him to hit him. Because they had to make it look real big.
Well, yeah, I know. I remember seeing them pictures of him.
Like Juicy Smollett, like he said, just make sure you pull your punches. He doesn't really want to get hurt.
Yeah.
So they did. They pulled the punches.
Why pull the punches? I'd go full force.
Because they were getting paid.
Well, yeah. So.
And they were getting paid from like $1 million each.
They were getting that much?
Yeah. And then some reason they tried to turn that around on him. Well, you're only testifying against because you got $1 million each. Why the fuck would I testify against them? If I was making $1 million, I'm getting testified because I don't want to fucking.
Yeah.
I actually don't want to get arrested by the Chicago Police Department for giving a false report. So they're telling the reason they're telling them the truth because they don't want. They don't want to make a false report, which will actually put them in jail.
Yeah. There's got to be something. Next podcast, I'll have something for you. I'll make up a law.
I don't think I'd be that interested then.
You're gonna be. Trust me.
Trust you. I don't think that's not happening. I trust you as much as I trust,
Biden?
No, I trust you more there. I mean, I trust you in my life before I trust Biden.
Hey, all right. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh my god. We don't have enough time right now to talk about fucking Joe Biden.
That's for another podcast. I'll let you go off on him one day, one whole podcast.
Oh my god.
I need to hear it.
That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
And and same with his boyfriend, fucking Barack Obama. My God, even though Barack Obama knows he's an idiot, he says he's an idiot. Like he said, Biden can fuck up anything. And fucking it's just that's why Obama runs the fucking country. Now he's going into fucking year 9, starting year 10 of running the fucking country.
Isn't that sad?
Fucking
And he is
Barack
still
Obama,
running it.
he is unbelievable. I cannot believe people fucking think he's an actual intelligent, good person. The guy's a dumb motherfucker who fucking doesn't know a goddamn thing. He couldn't fucking tell you he couldn't tell you anything. He doesn't know foreign policy. He doesn't know fucking domestic policy. Jesus Christ, he was a community planner in fucking Chicago. What the fuck did he plan? I don't see any improvement.
I don't see anything. I don't know of anything.
And being
that he
a
did.
senator in the state of Illinois, we're in the state of Illinois. I'm telling you, the roads on the way here were pretty fucking shitty.
They were, and they still are.
And I don't think anything improved while he was a senator. And I'm pretty sure he didn't vote on anything that was very prominent.
I don't remember anything he did. Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, Barack Obama. All right, and for people that actually still think he was a good president, look his record up. He did a terrible job. He destroyed this country. He created these socialist programs, Obamacare, that is so far in debt, that's putting our country in debt, that they had to take over student loans, make it look like that there was a profit that was going to pay for Obamacare, and now they're both failing. They're both creating large amounts of debt. There's not enough money going into them, but there's a ton of money coming out of it, and they're both going to fail like every fucking thing the government touches. But yeah, he does something illegal by making Obamacare a executive order. This wasn't even passed through Congress or through the Senate. He just made an executive order, and it was illegal. The Supreme Court recognized that it was illegal, but did they strike it down? No. So our Supreme Court sucks too.
Yeah, no kidding. Why didn't they strike it down? That's an interesting point right there. Why didn't they?
That's a good question. This is a question I literally cannot answer. And because I don't know, because for some reason people think that medical care is a human right.
Is it?
No.
Should we not have the right to choose our own doctors and all that crap?
You have the right to choose your own doctors, but you don't have the right for me to fucking pay for you.
No, not to pay for it. I'm paying for my own.
That's not what Obamacare is.
No, I know Obamacare. Well, it is to a degree because you are paying for it. You're coming. They're not paying it. It's not free.
I know it's not free.
Yeah. So you're still paying
I
something,
still
but it's
want-
still something that.
Well, I
doesn't-
know it's higher now because Trump hurried up and got rid of that.
Yeah.
Where they weren't taxing everybody for it.
Right.
But before, there's no way. No way. If anything I gotta pay for someone else to use, fuck you.
Yeah. Right.
Screw that.
If you want to be a socialist or whatever, move to Canada or whatever it is.
No, they're not socialists.
No, but they're
Move to-
you're right there. But their health is free,
Move
health care. But then pays out the ass for cigarettes and booze.
Yeah, their health care is free, but you get a 4-hour wait time when you're fucking
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
right,
bleeding
exactly.
out.
Yes, that is true too. Actually,
All medical services aren't available.
right. You could
you
be
have-
dying and they'd say go stand in line. For,
You have no choice.
Right. That's exactly
You
right.
got no choice. Have you ever seen a free clinic? In you go to the free clinics in Chicago or Hammond?
No, never been to one.
They're fucking packed.
Oh, I bet they
You
are.
might not see anybody that day.
Really?
Yeah, and then you have all these free. Well, who's paying the doctors?
That's what I was just going to ask
Who's
you
paying
next.
the
Who is
nurses?
paying the doctors and
And
nurses?
if I'm a doctor, do I really want to work? Do I want to work at a clinic that the government's deciding my salary? Well, they can only afford to pay me $60,000 a year. Do you really want to be a doctor? Do all that schooling, get all that student debt,
Yeah.
and then you're only making that much money?
Yes. Yeah. You're right. You'd be like, oh my god. My colleagues are making hundreds of thousands. I'm making 60,000. I'm barely getting by.
But not they socialize it. All the doctors, regardless of your specialty, would be making the same amount.
If they socialize it.
Well, that's what they want to do.
That's what they want.
They
Yeah,
want to
that's
socialize
what-
medicine.
That's not right. That's
So
not,
you have to socialize the doctors, and then that means you have to have just a single salary for everyone. Because if you start inflating the salaries in certain areas, then you might have an overabundance of people going to that area because
Yeah.
that's where the money is. It's just like some of these socialist countries. I can't remember what it is, but life is great if you make you can make up to like $75,000, and life is great. You don't get crazy taxes taken against you. But as soon as you make over the $75,000, as a Scandinavian country, you get like 80% of your income taxed. As soon as you get over it.
Once you get over a certain amount, they
start basically take your entire income. And so a lot of these people just stop at that.
At 75.
And they stop trying to succeed and do other things.
Right.
Or create other things. And what does it do? That stagnates your country. There's no more innovation. There's no more new. It's all the same all the time. There's nothing changes.
75,000 is not bad to make.
Yeah, but
I know what you're saying.
So, say they take over Tesla, and they take over Elon Musk. Elon Musk is one of the richest men in the world.
Yep, I know that.
But then they decide, okay, we're passing this because you make over $70,000. We're taking 90% of your income, and then we're taking your business.
Yeah, right. And then that's
why would he continue to create stuff?
To try to be creative. Yes, right.
Why don't you make sure he makes it all the way down where he makes exactly $70,000?
Yeah.
He's not going to try and do anything more. And it's not like he does it for the money anyways. The money is just the byproduct of his creativity.
But you're right, yeah. If they're going to do that, yeah, why
continue to try?
To try, yeah, exactly. Just do what you got to do to get by.
And tell me how that makes sense. And
it
tell
doesn't.
Me why.
It doesn't. It never does. It never will.
And then when the government takes over everything, you get Venezuela. And Venezuela is a fucking shithole. And they sit on so much natural resources because they're the richest. They are one of the richest countries in the world, but they're the poorest country in the world.
They are one of the richest in the world, though, huh?
Yeah, because of their resources.
Where do they say is a good place to live? Is it Denmark or Holland? No, I don't know.
Well, probably a free country is probably a great place to live.
Well, yeah.
It's not the United States.
It's not.
I think we're ranked like 120th on the freedom scale. Out of 187 countries, we're like 120th.
How can that be? We're the one who created freedom. I don't know.
I mean, we created rights to freedom, but
yeah.
but because these people want to take away our liberties, they want to take away everything. But in a lot of this, and they just got loud under Obama, because Obama allowed them to get loud, and he's just one of the worst individuals to ever walk this face of the earth. I mean, he's worse than fucking Hillary and Bill Clinton.
And that's getting bad.
Yeah,
especially Hillary, in my opinion.
Oh, what a fucking evil bitch
she is.
Dear Lord, I can't wait till she can't talk anymore. I mean, that's gonna be the happiest day of my life. Well, there's quite a few people I cannot wait till they stop talking. I mean, I don't wish them any harm, but I wish their vocal cords to dissipate. That'd be fantastic. My Lord. But that's definitely another show. That's definitely a whole another topic. And believe me.
And I'll do my due diligence and find everything she did wrong for you.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, right.
We can just start from the day she was born.
And then, yeah, like you said, that's a show. That's another show.
From day one of Hillary Clinton's birth, we can start. That was the day of wrong happening. But then the same thing goes when Obama was born in Nigeria. We can start from that day too. Oh, I'm sorry, his dad.
His dad.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right. He was born in Hawaii.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's what they.
I haven't seen a birth certificate
speaking
yet.
of that, Hawaii is supposed to get 12 inches of snow.
Fake news.
Yeah, I know. Somebody told me that when I was on the phone.
I saw it too.
Did you?
I did. Oh my God, climate change. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. So now watch it happen.
The world's going to end now.
It's been ending for how long? I hope it don't end for a while.
We'll see. How is the Earth? I think it started ending from day one.
Yeah, basically, yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's just common sense.
I like it to go on for another 1,000 years.
I think we're millions of years away.
Do you? I don't know. I think God's gonna look around and say, "What the hell are these people doing these days?"
He should have did that a while ago, but
yeah, I should have. And it all started with one bite of an apple.
This thing, we're just God's little fucking army men and Barbies down here.
Yeah, we're just his little amusement until he says, "All right, guys, that's enough."
You really think that God controls every aspect of every person's life?
No,
neither do
I believe he gives you the.
I think he lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah, he gives you the tools, the Bible, the tools to know what he wants you to do.
So do you
But
believe that? So you always believe? Do you believe that saying that God is always with you? He's always there?
yes, I do believe that.
Really?
Yeah, but you choose to
You know how many
either
people?
set him off to the side and let the devil
You
take
know how many
over.
people are on this earth? Do you think he's in all those places?
He's there. It's in here. That's where it's
That's
at.
not what I'm asking. I'm not asking if he's in your heart.
That's what it is.
No.
Yes.
When I'm being told that God is standing beside me, they're not saying God is inside your heart. They're saying He's standing beside me.
To me, it's the same principle, kind of. It's there. He's there, but he's there in spirit, and so he could be everywhere, and he can
He's
be.
in spirit. Well, obviously He's not there physically.
Well, right? No, I know that, but
That'd just be weird.
yeah, wouldn't it? You look around.
Like,
Hey.
dude, man, cover your robe. I can see your dick.
Yeah. No, I believe he's with me all the time, and I honestly do believe that.
Yeah, but do you think Jesus had kids?
Had
Do you
kids?
think He was married and had kids?
No,
Really?
he died when he was 33. He didn't have time.
He reappeared in the Bible at 33.
He was 33 when he got crucified. I thought.
I thought He reappeared at 33.
Oh, okay. Now we got another story for another podcast.
Because he was born, he disappeared, and all of a sudden he was back. And all of a
And
sudden,
then he ascended into
and
heaven.
all of a sudden he has 2 women now by his tomb.
Oh, that was the. Who was that?
His wife, Mary Magdalene.
That wasn't his wife.
Why not?
Mary was Joseph's wife.
Mary Magdalene. Not.
The prostitute, yeah. Oh,
Oh, hey, let's not be calling people names here.
that's what she
It's
was.
Jesus' wife.
It wasn't his wife.
I'm sure he has kids too.
No.
Yeah,
He's a bachelor like me.
I don't think so. A bachelor like you. What are you talking about? I just heard you tell someone I love you not too long ago.
You're not supposed to tell people I tell you that.
I'm telling everybody, literally on the podcast.
All right. Well, we've been going for how long now? 2 hours almost.
That's all right. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first show. We'll have more to come. Obviously, we opened up a can of worms there, and we'll explore that on our next podcast. But you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. You can also find us on Locals. You can find us on Rumble. I'm sure there's a couple of social media things I signed us up for, and I don't actually remember them all. But those are the ones I actually remember. And you can also find us on our podcast, bendedbottlepodcast.com. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Google Podcasts. You can find us on Anchor. You can also find us on iHeartRadio. You can find us on... No, you can't find us on iHeartRadio. Scratch that. But it'd be cool. Eventually we'll be on there. But... sign up, follow us on all those things. If you have anything you want to say, you can email us, you can message us, you can go through our social media pages, get a hold of us there.
Yeah, whatever you want to hear. What you want us to talk about.
And if you have a problem with anything we said, because we said some things that you should have a problem with, definitely let us know, and we can tell you how we don't care and you're wrong.
I was hoping you were going to say that, yeah.
And if you are ever interested in actually coming on the show, and especially if you're famous and want us to have your followers, that would be cool also. But hey, just to guys let you know, this is Travis Poisel. That's my Cisco, and you guys have a wonderful night.
Thank you.